My name is Federico Moreno. The speech I have chosen today is given by one of our former presidents, George W. Bush. And it follows with the 9/11 attack that was given. This speech was given later on that night and broadcast to the world. It starts off with, "Today, our fellow citizens, our way of life, our very freedom came under attack in a series of deliberate and deadly terrorist attacks. The victims were in airplanes, in their offices, secretaries, businessmen and women, military and federal workers, moms, dads, friends, and neighbors. Thousands of lives were suddenly ended by evil, despicable acts of terror. The pictures of planes flying into buildings, fire burning, huge structures collapsing have filled us with disbelief, terrible sadness, and a quiet, unyielding anger. These acts of mass murder were intended to frighten our nation into chaos and retreat, but they have failed. Our country is strong. A great people have moved to defend our great nation. Terrorist attacks can shake the foundations of our biggest buildings, but they cannot touch the foundation of America. These acts shatter steel, but they cannot dent the steel of American resolve. America was targeted for attack because we are the brightest beacon for freedom and opportunity in the world. No one will keep that light from shining. Today our nation saw evil, the very worst of humanity nature. And we will respond with the best of America, with the daring of our rescue workers, with the caring for strangers and neighbors who came to give blood and help any they could. Immediately following the first attack, I implemented our government's emergency response plan. Our military is powerful and it's prepared. Our emergency teams are working in New York City and Washington, D.C. to help the local rescue efforts. Our first priority is to get those who have been injured and to take every precaution to protect our citizens at home and around the world from further attacks. The functions of our government continue without interruptions. Federal agencies in Washington, D.C. have been evacuated today, are reopening for essential personnel tonight, and will be open for business tomorrow. Our financial institutions remain strong, and the American economy will open for business as well. The search is underway for those who are behind these evil acts. I've directed the full resources of our intelligence and law enforcement communities to find those who are responsible and to bring them to justice. We will make no distinction between the terrorists who have committed these acts and those who harbor them. I appreciate so very much for the members of Congress who have joined me in strongly condemning these attacks. And on behalf of the American people, I thank the many world leaders who have called to offer their condolences and assistance. America and our friends and allies join with all those who want peace and security in the world, and we stand together to win against terrorist attacks. Tonight, I ask for your prayers for all those who grieve, for the children whose worlds have been shattered, for all whose sense and safety security have been threatened. I pray they will be comforted by the power greater than any of those who have spoken in ages. Through the ages, in Psalms 23, even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil, for you are with me. This is a day all America, for every walk of life, unite in our resolve for justice and peace. America has stood down enemies before, and we will do the same this time. None of us will ever forget this day, yet we go forward to defend freedom and all that is good and just in the world. Thank you. Good night. God bless America.